Hey guys, so it's now Tuesday morning. I got off to a good start yesterday on the program. Now, I want to share a few things with you. I got off to a good start yesterday, largely due to the accountability. When you put a video out there and you say, look, I'm going to do this, this, and this, there's that, there's something about being held accountable that makes you do it. And I got out of bed, it was 6 in the morning, got out of bed and I did it. And once I'd got out of bed, I felt fine. But that bit of accountability helped. So I encourage you to make a video about the challenge that you're setting out for the next 11 weeks. It takes us up until Christmas Eve, this 11-week program. And if you make a video, I'll give you a shout out on one of my videos. So now this program, you don't want it to become a prison. It's not fun. If it's a prison, I allow myself to be flexible with it. The program it's like, it just gives me a bit of structure, but I'm not bound by the structure. If you're bound by it, sometimes your goals can become a drag. There's a place for discipline. Sometimes there's a place for just pushing yourself through it. But I think life should be exciting, and I enjoy being in the moment and allowing myself a little bit of flexibility. You got to be honest with yourself though. Like, am I really just going with the flow and allowing myself? You don't want to give yourself a free ticket to just be irresponsible. You know, a favourite author of mine, Nathaniel Branden, he's written a few books, this one being one of them, Honouring the Self. He talks about respecting reality, having a healthy respect for reality. For example, I'm completing my life coaching diploma right now. If I don't have a healthy respect of reality, I know, look, if I don't sit down and do the revision, doesn't bode well when it comes time for my exam. So I have that respect for reality. I put in the time to do the revision. So that's what I'm talking about. You have to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, am I running away from my responsibilities? If so, what's the consequence of that going to be? Or do I need to give myself a bit of flexibility here? Last night I went to bed early. I went to bed at 8 p.m. I thought, why not experiment? I thought I'd try going to sleep and maybe wake up in the middle of the night when it's quiet and sit down and do some studying, and then go back to sleep later on. And as it turns out, I slept right through. I think I needed to dream, and I feel good for the rest. The rest and recuperation is important also. Now, the point I wanted to make is, if you want to make something really difficult, just keep putting it off. Put it off for another day, and then put it off for another day. It will become very difficult. So procrastination is a great way to make something really difficult to do. So there's nothing quite like just doing it. And I've used that technique a few times this week. The other thing I want to share with you, and I said it on one of my other videos, and it's something I picked up from somebody else. They said, don't think of this in terms of what am I going to get out of it. I set myself out goals to do yoga, qigong, waking up early. The mind can sometimes pop up and it asks, what really is the use of me doing this? What am I really going to get out of doing yoga? What am I really going to get out of doing breathing exercises? And he said, there's no such thing as use. Don't be a fool. It's lifestyle. Breathing is lifestyle. Without breathing, only through breathing will you be alive. And only through doing these daily disciplines will you have new life, will you be the new man, the new woman. And I approach those disciplines in that way because they do have to become habits, daily habits. If you look at any of the great masters, the great musicians, actors, anybody who's mastered anything, they had to make it a daily habit, putting aside that hour to spend on your craft, whatever that may be. So be wary of the mind that pops up and says, what's the point? You know, that attitude can creep up on you. What's the point anyway? And when I've had that come up and I've done it anyway, I remind myself why I love it. Every time I do yoga, when I didn't really feel like doing it or I couldn't see the point, I've always reminded myself, wow, you know what, this is why I love yoga. And eventually you do it enough, it becomes hardwired in your nervous system. Like it's become a part of me now, and when I don't do it, I feel like something's missing. And if I don't do Qigong, the breathing exercises, I feel a bit flat. It's like I've tuned up my engine to a new level of efficiency. So there's no such thing as use, it's lifestyle. I hope you got something from this. Catch us on the next video. Peace.